what's going on, YouTubers? My name is Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the natural born thriller. And welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling Review, the show from October 25th, 2018, folks. They were in Queens, New York. Your commentators were Josh Matthews and Don Callis. So, that being said, let's get right into the show, folks. Let's just jump right into it. From 10 p.m. all the way to midnight. And basically, folks, I managed to watch the show. For those who know my situation, if you want the live reaction from Mr. Rick and J21's YouTube channel, or it pertains to live reactions to Impact Wrestling every Thursday night, it'll be difficult. It'll be kind of difficult. Excuse me. It'll be kind of difficult for me to watch, based on the time. That's gonna be very late, and especially with my little brother at home who's gotta get ready for bed to go to school next day. So it was hard for me to see if how long if I was gonna be able to watch the show. And sure enough, I managed to make it to 2 hours of watching it. My uncle came in. Was wondering if I was watching TV. And I was like, yeah, I am. While I was in the middle of doing a live reaction and all that, I put basically a mute button while live reaction was going on. So Mr. Ricky J probably off my end. But my bro was getting ready for go to bed, and obviously during that time that the lights went out. Because he had to get ready for go to bed, and um if my uncle had what like about I'm not excuse me I probably got an hour and a half in of watching Impact Wrestling, and we're back. But either way, folks, you know I still managed to watch it, and hopefully we'll see what happens next week too, if everything goes everything according to plan from my end. But with that being said, let's get right to the show now. So, and hopefully Impact Wrestling decides to go back to 8 o'clock, by the way, folks. I'm not just saying that because of my situation, but because I guess they want to test the water to see how it turns out. What they can do from start at 10 o'clock at around my time, 9 o'clock around the Pacific time. But and based on what I heard about the ratings dropped down, folks. Unfortunately, and that was one of the things I was worried about too. I was worried about would the ratings would the race go down even more with it when we start on going on a start on a new time, and that was my worries, and sure enough that's exactly what happened. Now I don't know how much of what I heard is like below 100,000 views, which is unfortunate. But either way, hopefully they'll think about going back to 8 o'clock p.m. So again, I guess they're just testing the waters to see how it turns out. Maybe they'll go back into 8 o'clock. Maybe in the new year of 2019, they'll probably go back to 8 o'clock. But I guess for now, as for now, they're going to see how 10 o'clock works out for them for the rest of 2018. But we'll see. That's just me talking about it. But that's just me. But we'll see. But anyways, let's get to the show. The show opened up with Scarlett Bordeaux coming out first. I'm like, whoa, okay, I'm liking this so far. So Scarlett Bordeaux comes out. She has a nice, oh my god, outfit, by the way. I seen it on Instagram too, by the way, folks. Mm, 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 mm. Uh, so then we get OVE coming out. Go up, and then I mean, excuse me. First Triple Lee came out, and Scarlett Bordeaux obviously was there alongside with Triple Lee, because Triple Lee I guess is one of the contestants for Scarlett Bordeaux. Where Triple Lee before he didn't care about Scarlett Bordeaux, but now all of a sudden on the plot demands for Triple Lee to finally acknowledge the beauty, the sexiest the sexy smoke show within Scarlett Bordeaux. And I'm like, but anyways, but she had her own seat on stage, which was nice, by the way. I was saying at the time, could we have a camera? Can we have like a split screen, one foot out to see the match, and one to see Scarlett Bordeaux just sitting on that chair looking all sexy and everything? I'm just saying. But unfortunately, we didn't get that. But we did see her a couple times. Um, but yeah. But as far as the match between Sami Callihan and Triple Lee, by the way, that was the match, and also, um, and that's a big also. OVE, Dave and Jay Christ, they were uh, concentrating on the match and also concentrating on the skirt of a dough. Um, you know, they acting like they never saw a hot chick before. Anyways, so how is in the match? Jay Chris get constantly in the way. Towards the end of the match, and then Triple H also he started working. It was boring. We'll get to her later, by the way. All of a sudden, Scarpa Doe, she leaves and all that, and all of a sudden Triple H all of a sudden works like as a workhorse now. And I said, so wait a minute, he's always been a workhorse. And like this is so insulting to me, because Triple H is so fucking talented that they're not even exploding. They're not even showcasing basically of how good Triple H can be. I mean, wherever to this that they used to care about, show everyone that Triple H is very talented in the ring, that he's gonna be something in Impact Wrestling, and here he is, in comedy skits over the years, and now he's googling eye on Scarlett Bordeaux during the match against Sami Callihan. Ridiculous. By the way, Sami Callihan will got his hands on Scarlett Bordeaux. It will not be a type of an attraction. It will be a type um, of a mercy killing. Yeah. For those who know who Sami Callihan, for those who know that's what Sami Callihan is all about, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. He'll still fuck you up. Don't believe me? Watch his matches, before coming to Impact Wrestling. Which is why I'm assuming why that's why they didn't do what they do, with the whole thing with OVE versus LEX last year, with Diamante not being there. That's what I'm guessing why. Miss Rick and J. Scarlett did Triple H bogus leaving during his matchup with, oh yeah, exactly. Excuse me. But yeah, that was that. But we'll get to more Scarlett though later on. But Sami Callihan, he gets to win over Triple H with a pile driver, shades of Mick Foley. After the match, excuse me, we get exhibition champion Brian Cage to confront Sami Callihan. Sami Callihan tries to him with a baseball bat, and basically Cage stops him. Cage got a baseball bat. And he hands it to Sami Callihan, and then Sami Callihan gets an F5 for his troubles because he drowned him with a baseball bat. OVE pulls him away because he tried to go for the drill claw. And that was it. So yeah, Sami Callihan, Brian Cage, exhibition championship title match coming up pretty soon. When it's gonna happen, I don't know. But I'm intrigued to see what they do. Hopefully, if that's what they're going for, if that's where they're going, I want Sami Callihan to win the belt. And that's just that's just me. John, what's going on? Hey, what's up? Welcome. John, you said Kiera Hogan need to be pushed more. I think she's really good, or really good wrestler, and she should be next challenger for Tessa Blanchard. I agree, but based on what they're doing with Tessa Blanchard and Taya Valkyrie, I think Taya Valkyrie could be the one to become Impact Knockouts champion. Unfortunately, and then I also say, but they won't. I agree. I do agree with you. But as of right now, they're gonna do something with Kiera Hogan versus Ali. That's gonna be. I'm assuming that's what they're doing. They're gonna do a program with Kiera Hogan and Ali, where Kiera Hogan is not sure that Ali is herself anymore. She doesn't know who she is anymore, and she's not sure she can trust her anymore. And it's gonna lead to Ali to snap at as a psycho bunny, and then attacks Kiera Hogan. Set up hopefully Hogan with that feud, and Ali being the heel and Kiera Hogan staying as a baby face. So yeah, hopefully that they go that route. We'll see. We'll see what they do. What they do. We get to the OG segment where Eddie Kingston, King, is basically frustrated that the whole thing they want to get their hands on LAX and everything, and then you have Homicide and Hernandez telling him, you remember the boss? The boss says you can't do that, and then also Kingston figured it out. He's like, he's gonna figure out a way to get to LAX, despite the management trying to stop him, and we'll get to that later. We get the Impact Tag Team Champions. Speaking of which, LAX. being accompanied by Conan, which is Santana, LAX, you have Santana Ortiz, the tag team champions, going up against the Heavenly Bodies. John, Tony Storm versus Io Shirai should. Have fantastic matches in the past. Yes, they have. Never seen them before, but yes, they have. I heard so much of it too. But I won't get my hopes up in Evolution series. Evolution since its main roster. We'll see. We'll see what they do. Um, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Heavenly Bodies, Justin and Dustin. I think the last names are Carino. Yeah, they're the new Heavenly Bodies of this generation. There have been other Heavenly Bodies before, even especially where it pertains to the 50s and 60s. And now you got and then also you got the Heavenly Bodies from the 90s, especially where it pertains to NWA, WWF, and now you got the Heavenly Bodies that are from the from GWF, Global Global Force Wrestling, obviously. Never heard these guys before. I heard from George, by the way. Shout out to George, that these guys are good. And as I see them wrestling against LEX, wow, I actually like them. But it caught me off guard though. That all of a sudden they come out and they're the Heavenly Bodies. They're like, huh? You know, so Don Collins try to calm him down, and it's like, what are you doing? And and then Eli Drake's telling him, you want to do something about that? He's gonna be on commentary. He's like, you know what? Hey, that's great. You're a commentator. You commentate. It gives him the commentating, the headsets, and he leaves. So I said to myself, wait a minute. Don Collins leaves the commentating booth. Meanwhile, we had to listen to more Josh Matthews. Like, what the fuck? Can we please stop with the Josh Matthews not leaving a commentary for someone else to leave commentary? Just so we can hear more of Josh Matthews. I don't want to hear Josh Matthews. I don't care if they don't push my TV. They focus him that much anymore. I don't give a fuck. I still don't want to hear. I still don't want to hear the guy. Just the annoying things he says sometimes on commentary. It just annoys. It just irritates the shit out of me. But yeah, I hate the fact that Don Collins is just left commentary prize. That's the payoff, right? No, I would rather see Don Collins and Eli Drake commentary. And during the comment, for being an unsafe working environment and all that. So you got a guy with the company that he's working for, you know, he's suing. Meanwhile, he's on commentary with the company that he's going to be suing. Yeah, that makes a lot of fucking sense. Who wrote that shit, by the way? Whoever wrote that shit needs to be fucking fired. And take Josh Matthews along with you, too. Fastest match going on. The match itself, I thought, like I said, it was pretty good. I like how the Heavenly Bodies worked the match. They didn't have a squash match on the Heavenly Bodies, where it pertains to LAX being the Impact World Tag Team Champions, which is good. But in the end, LAX is picking up the win with the Street Sweeper, and that was basically it. Also, we go backstage. We see Impact Knockouts champion Tessa Blanchard confronts Tara Valkyrie about her comments from last week, which it was so ridiculous, folks. Because again, how did Taya Valkyrie say last week that Tessa Blanchard cheated to beat her? Why? Because she pulled the ring skirt, and then when Taya Valkyrie did her fish move out, this at Bound for Glory, and also her referee was out of position because of that. And like, how's that cheating? And that didn't affect the match, because later, because it's not like Tessa Blanchard also came back up and then hit her finishing move and won the match. No, the match could still continue on, about 5 to 6 minutes later. So no, this was stupid that Tessa Blanchard confronted her, saying that you say you don't respect her and all that because she took shortcuts. What shortcuts? She beat her fair and square. It's not like she hit her with a brash knuckles to cheat, or put her foot on the ropes to get a leverage to pin her. No, that's not what happened. And it's not like she got her belt and referee didn't see her here with the belt. That's not what happened. Why? Because again, pulling the ring skirt is what caused Ty Valkyrie to lose a match. That's not what happened. If you've seen the show, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you've seen the pay-per-view, y'all know. Tessa Blanchard didn't cheat to win. She beat her fair and square. So this whole storyline that Tessa Blanchard is calling out Ty Valkyrie by saying that she cheated and all that, and she's going along with it, is fucking bullshit. But this is also a rematch between the two, and for next week, and hopefully Tessa Blanchard wins. And that's all we got. That's all I gotta say for that. But yeah, that was the segment. John. Taya Valkyrie is good, but her character is I'm not a fan of. Yeah, to be honest with you, her character is that she's supposed to be a lucha royalty, and she's moved away from that now. Some not yeah, basically not focusing on that much anymore. She's not focusing on being a baby face, being the wife of Johnny Impact, and talk about how she's all about respect and all about you cheated to beat me and blah blah blah. That's her character now, even though that's not what happened. So, anyways, we get LEX, celebrate backstage. Also they get confronted by Matt Sydal and Ethan Page. So I guess I'm assuming Matt Sydal and Ethan Page are going to be up and comers to be normal contenders for the Impact Tag Team Championship. Now Matt Sydal, I'm fine with him going to the tag team titles. But guess who he's teamed up with? Ethan Page, a guy that I don't find very interesting in the ring. Anyways, to me he's not impressive. He's not that good. He's a good heel, but as far as Page in the ring is trash. To me, he's overrated, and I don't see anything good him in the ring. I mean, he's a good heel. I'll give him that. He's got an ego. I'll say that too. But you also got to prove it in the ring too. By the way, folks, you can't just have an ego and be a good heel, and then don't deliver in the ring. But yeah, that's gonna be the match, and we'll see what they do with that. So, yay, right? Miss Rick and Jay, what you said there? Tessa beat her clean. I guess Taya is gonna be a part of the protective wrestlers, and that's exactly what it is. Miss Rick and Jay 21. If you remember that match too, she took the ring post spot. Remember how we always hear Bruce Blitz about the ring post spot, a way to protect wrestlers. Well, that's what they did with Tessa Blanchard. Excuse me. I mean Taya Valkyrie. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Taya Valkyrie. She took the ring post spot during that match against Tessa Blanchard from Bound for Glory. And I see myself, what the fuck is this? Why are they protecting her? I mean, I thought they already protected her where it pertains to Tessa Blanchard grabbing the ring skirt. But no, they also gotta do the whole ring post spot too to Taya Valkyrie. But anyways, we get Rohit Raju versus the Great Gama Singh. And what I noticed about Gama Singh is that he's wearing Nike sneakers. And one thing that Mr. Rico J noticed is that he's wearing jeans. And I was like, oh, okay, I didn't realize that. I thought it's one of these regular pants these Indian people wear. But no, it was jeans actually. But yeah, this match itself, folks, it was comedy relief. Gama Singh. I was wondering he wrestle, and I love Don Collins by the way on commentary saying Rohit Raju as he was trying to reverse he was trying to do something. Or Gama Singh was like I don't remember how it was done, but Don Collins was saying he's pulling his hair. And I said how he's pulling his hair. He's wearing that that what I forgot what that's called. Like how he's pulling his hair. Like I was cracking up when Don Collins said that. Like how he's pulling his hair. Holy shit! I thought that was funny. And then all of a sudden, Rohit Raju was getting the upper hand on the Great Gama Singh, and then Don Callis on commentary again. He's like, he's an old man. He's a 60-year-old man. Leave him alone. Oh my god, that was so funny. And all of a sudden, a mystery man shows up. He attacks Rohit Raju, takes him out, and then basically the match was in favor of. Hmm. Well, actually, Rohit Raju actually won the match, but yeah, but Gama Singh acted like he won. He won basically. So at the end of the day, this mystery man helps up Rohit Raju, and they hug. And they basically and then Gama Singh raised both of their hands up. So I guess they're the new Disney Hit Squad. Whoever this mystery guy is, they didn't mention his name. Gama Singh didn't even mention his name. They didn't mention this later on in the show. It just had this one segment, and that was it. And there you go. But yeah, we'll see let's see who he is next week. I'm assuming they'll announce his name next week. If they do a program with these guys next week. But yeah, but they're the new this year's squad, and we'll see what happens with that next week. And that's basically it for our number one for Impact Wrestling. Tournament wrestling for Impact Wrestling for our number one, 3 matches. I mean, if you want to include Gaman Singh versus Roy Rajul, a comedy match, I guess, but whatever. Next we get oh yeah, our number 2 now. We get Moose and Killer Cross versus the return of KM and Falaba. Now before we get to this match, I gotta mention one thing. Mackenzie Mitchell was interviewing Moose and Killer Cross before this match. I see Moose wearing this outfit. I'm like, oh my god, what is that he's wearing now? Like, what is with Moose wearing these outfits? It was some kind of black leather. I'm assuming it was overall suit he was wearing. You couldn't tell because they was just showing his upper body, but at the same time, a guy didn't show his full body part because I'm like, oh my god, like what? Why is he? So this is the heel moves that we're all looking forward to. To see what he's gonna wear. He's wearing this, he's wearing this on the week after, he's wearing this the week after, and then he's wearing this at Bound for Glory. Like what the hell? And then we come to this episode, he's wearing something. I mean, by the looks of it, it doesn't look that bad, but at the same time, like what the fuck is he wearing? And then you got Killer Cross, doing an intimidating, serious promo, and then he ends up by saying TikTok, and then Moose ruins it by saying TikTok and all, and like, oh come on, Moose, you ruined it now. I was fine with the promo ending from there, but then Moose ruined it after that by saying TikTok, garbage. But the match itself, Moose and Killer Cross versus KM and Falaba. Match itself, I thought I actually enjoyed this match. I didn't hate it that much until the ending. And you're probably wondering where I'm going with this one. But yeah, the match itself, Falaba was getting some offense. He was getting beat down, and he was mounting some comeback and all that. I don't get it. I don't understand why, but I didn't let that affect me that much. Because I still enjoyed the match for what it was. KM was actually working good in the match. Moose at one point had Falaba's feet jammed in his face or his mouth, because Falaba was trying to do the people's elbow, whatever. He was doing the whole the whole pose and all that, and then he does the whole foot into Moose's mouth, and Moose, I'm pretty sure he enjoyed that too. By the way, based on how he carries himself right now, he probably enjoyed that, just like he enjoyed himself grabbing his own nuts with his hands during a match weeks ago. But anyways, so also we get a fan, what I thought was a fan, but it ends up being Eddie Edwards. Yes, Eddie Edwards comes out and he attacks Moose from the crowd. He takes Moose away and they start fighting all the way to the back. It leads Killer Cross with KM and Falaba. Also, Falaba was going to get to KM until KM sidesteps him, or I think he sends him into the ring post. And I see that spot, and I see myself, I am back ropes, and I apologize for that. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, the match again, I thought it was good. Actually, pretty decent to say the least. I was gonna be fine, pulling this match over. It didn't do that ring post spot in the end with Falaba. And I said, so why are they protecting this guy? What is it with this guy? What does people see in this guy? Falaba, is he gonna be a main event champion for Impact Wrestling? Is he gonna be Impact World Champion? I remember they even have him go after the Impact Grand Championship title when they did this whole format, the MMA format with 3 rounds and all that, where he could came close to being EC3, and then he came to a point where he almost beat EC3 in the match too. In just a regular match for the Grand Championship title. Well, I think it was against Matt Sydal. Yeah, it was Matt Sydal. Excuse me, not East Street, Matt Sydal. I was saying, so why are they doing this with Falaba? What is it with Falaba? All of a sudden, that Impact Wrestling want to to feature him as as the future of Impact Wrestling. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Falaba, like guy who doesn't even talk. All he does is and ba garbage. But in the end, Killer Cross goes for um his straight jacket cross X, not that the submission move. I already forget what it's called, folks. Um, John, push then Kiera Hogan. That's sad. I know, but whatever. But yeah, can't Killer Cross to see what's going on with Moose. Also, let me see Moose and it was funny on the roof. They're on the roof of the building. They're fighting and everything. I'm saying to myself, okay, are they gonna do the whole? I wasn't saying that at the time. Mr. Rick and Jay. I should have said at the time, by the way. But I was thinking in my head when they're on the roof. Are they gonna do the whole Hogan spot from WCW? The whole thing with the Giant, Big Show, right? The Giant and Hulk Hogan wrestling on the roof after their terrible garbage monster truck fight. It was a monster truck sumo wrestling type of match. It was, yeah, folks. Oh my god, it was bad. It was bad at the time too. Um, but yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that the Giant was fighting Hulk Hogan on the roof after their the sumo monster truck fight, and the Giant was hanging on the edge of the roof, and Hogan hits him, and then the Giant falls down to his death. Hogan tries to save him, and like, oh my god, oh my god, oh brother, oh brother, oh brother. But then he ends up, and then he ends up surviving the fall. And WCW failed to explain the night after that on Nitro. People were tuned in, find how he survived. Never mentioned. He just survived. A story of Naruto by Eric Bischoff. And that's what I thought what they was gonna do with this one with Moose and AA was fighting on top of the roof, where Moose is gonna end up being on the edge of the roof, hanging on the edge of the or what wherever. Eddie Edwards hits him with Kenny, and then Moose the candlestick, and then Moose falls down, and Eddie Edwards is like, oh no 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 no, and then all of a sudden, oh my god, what have I done? I didn't mean it. Kenny, it's your fault, or what something like that, right? Oh, imagine that, by the way, off of a building, and then a week later on Impact Wrestling, Moose survives it, but they won't mention how he survived it. He just survived. I wish they would have done that, by the way. I wish they would have done that, but they didn't do that. See, if I was working for Impact Wrestling, I would have come up with something like that. I would have came up with something like that. But Impact Wrestling, they instead they just had them fighting on top of this other roof, and then Moose gets in the building, locks out Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards screaming like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'm crazy. Yeah, she said that. Oh shit. Uh, Later on they show Eddie Edwards still acting crazy and all that on the roof. And then Alicia Edwards shows up, and she's like, "What are you doing, Eddie? Like you're on the roof? Are you crazy and all that?" Like, actually, he is. And are you trying to kill yourself and all that? It's like, and then she was teasing. I guess she was teasing to file for divorce. And then Eddie Edwards kisses her, and then she forgot all about that about that, and she still have feelings, and loves Eddie Edwards and all that. So, and there you go. Excuse me, folks. Sorry about that. And don't worry about what's doing there. Anyways, so there you go. That was the segment. Now we get to Su Young versus Kiera Hogan, and Kiera Hogan was being accompanied by the new look, since last week, of Ali, Psycho Bunny. So the match happens between Su Young and Kiera Hogan. Kiera Hogan, by the way, she attacks Su Young on stage, by the way, because it's storytelling. Kiera Hogan is so pissed off, so infuriated at what Su Young did to her, putting her in the coffin, taking her to the undead realm. And then she found, and then she obviously don't, the rest, with her being, with Kiera Hogan being saved by Ali, and at the end, and they left behind Rosemary, and they also left behind, they also left behind Madison Rain too. We're gonna forget about that too, right? Wink, wink. Anyways, and what brings me to always felt about the situation, so Madison Rain couldn't survive by getting out of the coffin. Rosemary couldn't survive by getting out of the coffin. Where pertains to be taken to the undead realm. Not even Kiera Hogan, but somehow Ali managed to survive that, and then she has some same Kiera Hogan, but didn't get to save, Madison Rain. Whatever. And the whole thing with Rosemary, there was need for her to be saved because she was showing up there anyways. You know, she could handle it, so because she's a demon. So, but that's nothing. She can handle it because she's a demon. But someone like Ali, who's trying to be a demon, during that time when she was taking when she lost the title, and then and put in that coffin by Su Young, and then it was on fire, and then weeks later she comes back. Like how did she survive? Did Rosemary saved her? That we don't know of, and Ali didn't and Amber. Whatever. But yeah, as far as the match was, yeah, Kiera Hogan, she was fighting against Su Young in the match. Pretty good match. Um, Ali, at one point tried to get involved. Su Young looks at her. Ali, for some reason, was being possessed, was being controlled, and she's like, "I can't help you, Kiera," and she walks away. And Kiera Hogan sees that and like, "Where you going? I need you. I need you," and all that. And all of a sudden, the match continues, and all of a sudden, again, she's gonna be like, "I don't know who you are anymore. You're not the same Ali anymore that I'm used to know. Who are you? What will you become?" And then it's gonna be more. It's gonna build up more tensions between the two, where eventually, Ali is gonna snap like a psycho that she is. Snap like psycho that she is. Snap like the psycho that she is, and she's gonna turn on Kiera Hogan, and Kiera Hogan is gonna get it's gonna get more popular than Ali, as a babyface. So yeah, Su Young won against Kiera Hogan, and then the whole thing with Kiera Hogan and Ali is going to lead to Ali turning heel on Kiera Hogan, and it's going to turn Kiera Hogan one of the biggest baby faces in Impact Wrestling. Next to Rosemary. Whenever Rosemary returns, folks, it was probably Impact Wrestling. Capitalize on that, please. Hopefully they did before they ended the tapings in Queens, New York. From last week. They had about 5-day tapings for Impact Wrestling in Queens, New York, for up and coming Impact Wrestling shows. Hopefully, because keep in mind, Bound for Glory, during that the whole segment, that Rosemary got the biggest pop of the night. So Impact Wrestling needs to capitalize on that. But will they? Probably not. All right, main event time. I thought, what pertains to Johnny Impact champion, he had a promo that was cut, being interviewed by McKinstry Mitchell. I think he did a pretty good promo. Put himself over, putting Fenix over, and then what pertains to having them, having matches before, and then they're gonna have a match in the main event for the Impact World Championship. It was pretty good. It was pretty good promo from Giant Impact. And then Fenix, he also did a promo too. I think he was in. I think he was to be interviewed by Kenshi Mitchell too, but before the match, basically, And Phoenix also got a good promo too about, he's looking forward to be in the main event, and looking forward to be to go after the Impact World Championship, especially to his friend Johnny Impact and all that. It was good, good promos. Now main event time: Johnny Impact versus Phoenix. Johnny Impact defenses Impact World Championship. This was a pretty good match. Back and forth action, high flying spots after high flying spots between these two. Oh my god! If Phoenix and Johnny Impact, I mean, they wrestled before, folks. I seen them wrestle plenty of times in Lucha Underground. They always have good matches, this was no different. Except there were little difference of spots that they did, because of the ramp. That's basically it's like a WWE type of stage that was done back in the '90s. Eric Bischoff, and during the time when Eric Bischoff was in TNA, he brought that stage back before, and here basically that stage is being shown again, and which make me think that maybe Eric Bischoff is back working for Impact Wrestling. Shh, maybe I'm just saying. I'm just playing, but I'm assuming that's what it was. But anyways, but yeah, match itself, like I said, was pretty damn good, and in the end, so Phoenix goes for some spin kicks, and he got struggled for his muscle buster. But Johnny Impact he counters and connects with a running knee, goes for a Starship Pain, gets a 3 count in the win to retain his Impact World Championship. And then they show sportsmanship after that. Johnny Impact leaves. All of a sudden, the OGs comes out of nowhere from the crowd and attack Phoenix, beat him down and all that. And sure enough, Pentagon Jr. finally coming out of catering after not being there last week. He finally comes out after having some nice burritos, tacos, you know, and all types of Mexican food, having a tequila because he wasn't clocked in to do anything on Impact Wrestling. He was in catering the entire time, eating. He finally comes out to save his brother, from the OGs, and there you go. And that's gonna be the few folks, the OGs going up against the Lucha Brothers, and we'll see how that turns out. But the show didn't end there. Also, we see Killer Cross backstage. He's talking to someone. I don't know who he was talking to, but also he walks away, and all of a sudden we see Johnny Impact laid out. We see the X laid out on Johnny Impact, his calling card, the X spot, the X, yeah, Johnny Impact laid out with his world title belt around his waist and all that. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yes, they moved away Killer Cross and Moose. Thank God. Because with Moose, the way he's carrying himself as a heel is killing the vibe of Killer Cross being a heel. So thank God they got Moose away from Killer Cross. Keep him as far away as you can. Don't ever want to see those two guys team up ever again. Don't want to see those two guys anywhere near each other. So I'm glad that Killer Cross is getting an opportunity against the Impact World Champion, Johnny Impact. Killer Cross versus Johnny Impact, I'm sold. And also with the feud between Moose and Eddie Edwards, that's good. Keep those four away from each other. By the way, I want to see a tag team match later on where it pertains to build up on their one-on-one match. At a pay-per-view or maybe a special they'll do on Impact Wrestling. I want to see a tag team match down the line. Keep them as far away. Keep those feuds as far away from them as possible. Let Killer Cross and Johnny Impact have their own feud, and let Eddie Edwards and Moose with his ridiculous outfits have their own feud. And then you could throw in Alicia Edwards for that, yeah, which they've been doing. You go storing Moose's hose wherever you can, if he is married or not, whatever. But we'll see. But there you go. That was it for the show, though. Talking about wrestling for hour number 2. 3 matches. Overall, match on the show for Impact Wrestling from October 25th, 2018. 6 matches, which is good. But unfortunately, folks, like I said, because of the new time, unfortunately, the ratings went down under 100,000 views. Hopefully this is only a temporary time of thing, folks, for Impact Wrestling for from 10 o'clock till 12, and they need to go back to 8 o'clock to 10. Um, well, 9 o'clock to 11 will be fine, which I understand why they didn't do that in the first place. Why 10 o'clock? Whatever. But my overall strength for the show, I thought it was either way. I thought it was a good show. I'm actually watching the entire show. Despite my little brother was getting to go to bed and all that, and my uncle was coming in to see if I was watching TV and all that, and luckily he let me watch the rest of the TV because usually he'll have it turned off because my little brother has to go to bed. But luckily I'm actually watch through the entire show, and I thought it was pretty good. So yeah, the show was pretty good though. I wish the show was built the way it was built last week, but whatever. But my overall score for the show, 8 out of 10. Damn good show. Keep it up, Impact Wrestling. Keep it up. And while you're at it, bring back Rosemary. And by the way, I forgot to mention. I forgot. Excuse me. I forgot to mention. If I could spit it out, I forgot to mention this too. They show a video package again of who's coming to Impact Wrestling, and obviously it was a woman, but the woman that they did show last week, and they end up showing her this week, and it's Jordan Grace. If those who don't know who Jordan Grace is, you'll find out pretty soon because next week she's gonna make her debut. I think they said next week. I could be wrong, but I'm assuming they said next week she'll make her debut. So yeah, it's Jordan Grace. If you don't know who Jordan Grace is, you need to do some research, folks, and get ready for her for next week Impact Wrestling because she's going to change the landscape on the Knockouts division based on how she looks, based on how she wrestles, based on what she brings to the table. Basically, Jordan Grace is what people are saying. She's this year's generation's China because she wrestled against male wrestlers. She wrestled against Brian Cage. She wrestled against other male wrestlers. I can't remember from off my head, but yeah, Jordan Grace is coming to Impact Wrestling to be on the Knockouts division, and I think that's next week. I could be wrong again, folks, but we'll see. But there you go. And that being said, folks, I'm gonna wrap up from there. Thank you for watching. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., natural born thriller. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, please do so if you haven't yet. If you enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up or give it a thumbs down. Choice is yours and yours alone. And that being said, folks, I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a good night. Thank you, Miss Rick and Jay. Thank you, John. Thank you for anyone else watching this review. You all take care. You all have a good night and peace on the streets. I'm out.